Hey, it's Russell, back again with this episode, and we gotta win this battle. There's nothing we can do about, the position that we're in other than win this battle. Because there's gonna be no way we can bring up these fleets before this planet gets taken over, and we need Mon Cal. We really need the Bellator if we're going to be able to make any kind of push against the Zinj. We need that ship as the center of our fleet. We need that amazing DPS. So, just in case, I don't know if that ship already went in. We have the allegiances, which are going to be a pain in the butt, but don't have any fighters. We have these ISDs. Oh, those are the interdictors, my bad. We have these ISDs, and then we have these interdictors. That's 6 capital ships, and then some more interdictors, which I guess are capital ships, but their weapons aren't really going to contribute too much. Then we have the Victory. Then we have this dude, which is a gladiator. So yeah. Then on the other side, we have our command tier 3 guy as well. And we have the Crimson commands. These guys are going to give us some good damage. We have to keep them in the back though. We have these guys, the Victory 1. Again, good damage with the missiles, but we have to keep them in the back. These guys are going to be our frontliners. They have to hold them back. This guy is going to be semi-frontliner. He has good damage, but his biggest contribution is going to be all of those amazing fighters. And we're going to have to warp in every single one of these Tunfolks as well from the start. And we have these guys, which are useless. So, let's play. Gladiators are our last resort for us. Let's hope that that one ship warps in. Again, I don't know if because it's late, it's going to allow me to just warp in that one ship. And yeah. We need to win this battle. I have to pause right at the beginning of this. Oh, no. It's going to warp in the whole fleet. Snap. This is scary. I did not get to choose the ships I wanted to choose. So, we're going to have to make do with what we got. We have these amazingly useful gladiators. What are our reinforcements? Of course, the ISD is the one thing that doesn't get warped in. We can let them come to us. We really can. Engines. Please. Let's go ahead and just make a formation and let them come to us because I don't want to go to them. That's for sure. That is for sure. And if they retreat, I guess that's fine with us. We'll take out as many engines as we can. Get as much value as we can. So let's... These guys back. These guys way back. Okay.
Cruiser reporting.
Come on. Select all of them, please.
Batteries online.
I don't know why my clicking is being unresponsive today. Come on. Maybe because of the big lag spike right there from all the fighters. You guys need to be back there. You guys need to be back there. And you guys need to be back there. And I'll get them in a bit more of a formation in a second. ISD. Let's have you over here. You're all good. You're already back there. And you can be there. So let's start getting these guys. This guy can be here. This guy can be here. No. You see that? I let go of the mouse and then I guess you can't see what I'm doing with my mouse. Really lagged there. That's the point. I did not want him facing that way. I wanted him facing that way. Who else do we need to reface? You seem to be going off to the flanks. Let's put you like that. you maybe like this.
Yes, sir. On our way.
Ready for
You
duty.
like this.
Full speed ahead.
No, like this.
Moving into position. We'll be there shortly.
Escort carrier standing by.
The escort carriers can be way back there.
Maneuvering.
Because you guys aren't going to really contribute much to the fight.
Move order acknowledged. Maneuvering.
Fighters.
Copied.
I think I gave them all orders. These
Moving
guys.
online. What are your orders? Ready. I
And we'll
copy.
see what kind of
I
formation
copy.
we get from that. We might have to make some adjustments.
We shall be there shortly. Right away.
Ooh, this could be a dangerous
Moving out.
battle.
Heading out.
Talk about dangerous. Did that do any damage to the engine? No. Of course it didn't. But we want it to do that damage to the engine. We want these allegiances to play as small of a role as possible in this battle. If I'm able to destroy the engine of this allegiance, I might even stop focusing it down and start focusing down on maybe a different allegiance. They have a second allegiance already deployed. They do not. They deployed all of their ISDs and all of their interdictors, it looks like, from the start. Which, not sure how I feel about that. I feel like I would have liked them to deploy their allegiances more so that we would have started off with more of a fighter superiority. But that does mean if we do get rid of their fighters and their ISDs, then that means we won't have to deal with any more fighters. So we'll see.
Star destroyer standing by.
We'll see if that ends up being a useful
Star
thing for us
destroyer
or not.
reporting in.
These guys seem to be getting into their formation a bit. Again, we might have to make adjustments. This guy just stopped in the middle of nowhere.
Right away. Yes, Commander.
You, I think, are fine now.
Fallout. Let's move out. Let's go. Keep going. Form up.
You can move a little bit this
Awaiting
way.
Orders. Moving out. Yes, sir. Confirmed.
Radiator.
Heading out. Heading there now, sir. Yes, sir. On our way. Heading out. Heading there now, sir.
Your orders, sir. Right away. Copy.
This guy's way far out. Probably my fault.
Heading out.
Don't know what you two are doing.
Roger that.
Yeah. Fighter battle incoming. In fact,
Awaiting orders.
let's have them engage now. See what happens. Look at all these beautiful fighters. Oh. That is our main advantage. If they actually do what they're going to do. They don't seem to be spreading out a whole lot. They seem to just want to go that way.
Awaiting your orders.
I'm on them.
Let's do this instead.
Excellent shot. I got one.
Let's make sure they go and attack these fighters.
Locking on. Enemies in range.
And how is this fleet looking?
I copy.
This can move forward a
Order.
bit.
Standing by.
This can move forward a bit.
The Star Destroyer reporting.
I got it.
Yes, sir. On
This
our
can
way.
move this way. This can move this way. This can move this way.
Now, sir.
Reporting.
This can move this way.
Let's move out.
Please.
Let's go. Awaiting instructions.
This is fine.
Keep going.
My fighters can probably move back now. No,
Your command, sir.
not just them, but all of them. In fact, let's move them this way, even. We don't want to waste our fighters with these guys getting shot there. Let's pause. I'm going to make every precaution this battle.
Hypervelocity cannon firing.
Take every precaution, not make every precaution.
Commander.
Just stop
This
spinning.
way.
It's too much spinning.
Reporting in. Roger that.
I want the fighters as a whole, not just the intercept. I don't know why it keeps doing that.
Form up.
Come on, let me just select all the fighters. There we go. Let's let these few guys finish off these guys. Wow, well, let me do the dragging because of all the lag.
For the Empire. Get behind them. Instructions received.
Once this wave of fighters is destroyed, then maybe we'll have them turn around and start firing on these guys. And I think right now the course of action is to wait until they get mostly in range and start focusing on my ships, and then have my ships and my fighters start focusing down everything. In fact,
Destroyer
Target
here.
locked.
I am going to say that now is the time to put them on hunt. And I'm also going to say
Copy.
might start giving focus orders. Let's wait for them to come a little bit more.
Now.
I want them to overextend themselves. I'm glad that like there's ships all the way back here and there's ships all the way up here. That's the idea. That we want to make sure that we engage them piecemeal, which is why I've kept them all in this like small formation. But at the same time, we want to give them all attack orders so that they all focus on these ships and not on like the fighters and useless stuff. I might not give this an attack order, just because I'm worried that this ship might overextend itself. No, I have to. I'm really going to have to push with everything. This part
Destroy
of our
the
formation
engines.
will focus on that.
I
This
copy.
guy, you know, I'll have him
Direct
focus on
fire
this
on the
ISD
engines.
also.
Yes,
So
Commander.
will this guy. Everything here,
Reporting.
besides the starships, is there any way I can take out these starships? Not really.
Star Destroyer
Right
standing
here,
by.
Star
Destroy the
Destroyer.
engines.
Cruiser standing by.
cruisers,
Ready.
you guys,
Launching attack.
anything
Star
else
Destroyer
here?
reporting in.
I don't think so. Gladiator.
Reporting in, sir.
The amazing Gladiator. The most useful ship of this fleet. I think it's going to be good. Great way to start this battle. Did this guy have an order? And in any ship that starts trying to break formation, I need to pay attention to and give them special orders. These guys are moving a little bit this way. Again, this is the ISD that you need to focus on.
Ready, sir.
This is the ISD you need to focus on.
Gunship
This is the ISD you need to focus on.
Roger that. Gun them down.
This is the ISD you need to focus
Yes,
on.
Commander.
This is the ISD you need to
Batteries
focus on.
online.
Come on. Again, this is the
Direct
ISD you need to
fire on the
focus on.
engines.
This is the ISD you
Destroy
need to
the
focus on.
engines.
Weapons ready.
I need to give them orders so that they
Target
don't
the engines.
keep
Yes,
moving
sir.
forward.
Awaiting orders.
Focus on this guy.
Attack.
You don't need to move more
At your
forward.
command.
You don't need to move more forward.
Awaiting orders. Copy.
It's not necessary for you
Ready
to
for
move
battle.
forward. You need to move forward,
I copy.
but you don't need to move forward.
Awaiting your
Eliminating
orders.
target.
Who else is moving forward?
Reporting
He
in.
won't be around much longer.
You need to probably move forward a little more.
Returning to your position.
Problem is, if you don't give them a second attack order once they're in range, they'll just keep moving forward.
I'll take
And
care
then
of
we're
this.
putting ourselves in the range of these ships when we don't even need to engage them at this point. Emergency retreat, that's interesting. After a charge-up period, this unit makes an emergency jump out of the system and returns to one of your controlled planets.
Coming back around for another run.
This unit will still show up in the casualty log even though it escaped. Interesting. I don't
Target
think I've ever used that ability more. So, how much is that jump
Getting a lock.
time?
Getting a He's about to be destroyed.
So if our
He's in range.
gladiator's about to be destroyed, we can use
Closing on
that.
target.
Reporting in, sir.
Interesting.
Intercepting.
I don't think I'll remember to use that because I don't really care much about my gladiators.
Reporting. Ready for duty.
Since this gladiator wants to go over here, you can focus on this ship instead. Same with this ship.
Reporting in, sir.
Pursuing enemy forces.
Awaiting your command.
He's headed your direction.
And this is a good start so far.
Our target priority is the
We're really doing some good damage.
Taking him out.
Reporting in.
It is a bit framey.
Attacking. Roger that.
I'm not going to call this the most cinematic of battles.
your command, sir.
Actually, let's take a dive in.
I'm on them.
Wow, it's a mess.
Target locked. Coming around.
That's a mess.
Eliminating target. I've got them in my
That's a mess if I've ever seen one.
target.
This guy's low shields are concerning.
Coming back
I
around.
mean, the fact that we've already been taken down that far is quite concerning, not gonna lie. Because they have their allegiances that they can warp in still.
Narrowing position.
We do have an ISD in reserve though, so there's that. As soon as one of those ISD dies, we can get our second one in.
I'm on them.
I would rather have this ISD in though than all those gladiators.
Excellent
But
shot.
that is my fault.
Tightening up.
It did work to our advantage though to have these ships all the way back because we've been able to fire the hypervelocity gun
Let's
twice,
finish him.
which is pretty amazing.
Awaiting
Watch
orders.
him. He's coming around.
Star Destroyer reporting.
Copy.
Reporting in, sir.
These guys seem
Our
to be
last
struggling.
ship is gone.
Gladiator at your command.
I copy.
I'm on them.
This ISD is going down quite a bit, and we got this amazing fighter superiority. I'm gonna keep saying it. Look at all these fighters. That's probably why the frame rate's struggling so much with all these fighters. Look at you. Yes. That's all I've got to say. Yes. So this battle might turn out all right still. Was a little concerned, not gonna lie. But look at this.
Draw their fire.
Look at this. True, we still have some more allegiances to contend with. But their backline is made up of these capital ships, and these are like trash. What I am concerned about is that their fleet is going to get away when they are set on doing that, because we don't have those immobilizers.
Target locked.
Should have probably put a priority on making those early on in the campaign. That's my
Go
bad.
after the stragglers.
Okay. Now, do we focus down the allegiance next? That's a tough call. I mean, the allegiance is inching on ever closer. Is it doing much, giving off much fire? It hasn't really been shooting too much. It hasn't been able to bring all its guns to bear. Unlike this ISD, which has. I feel like the ISD is a little more of the threat at this moment.
Direct
So
fire
let's
on
go
the
ahead.
Reporting. Awaiting instruction.
I'm kind of reserved about going gung-ho with this guy because he's the admiral.
attack position.
But these guys I'm a little more
Yes, sir. Move to
inclined to
Roger that.
risk.
Reporting in, sir.
Form up.
Gladiator at your command.
Yes, Commander.
Let's do a admiral versus admiral battle. Where is their admiral? I believe it's in here. I saw him earlier. Oh no, he's back there. Never mind. It might be
Cruiser
worth
reporting.
getting these guys attack
Your
orders
sir. Move to
for this
attack.
admiral,
Our target priority is the laser cannons. Gunship
while moving
reporting.
this guy up
Pressing the
here.
attack.
Regroup for another
Destroy.
Moving this guy up here.
Sir, I've detected.
So we're kind of rolling up their flank right now. The best place they can warp a ship to screw me over is going to be here. And if I was the AI, I would go here with a ship. I'm not sure the AI is smart enough to do that, though.
Returning to your
I feel like
position.
the AI is more likely to warp a ship here or here or something like that.
Around for another.
But if they warp the ship here, it would really screw me over.
They're coming.
Intercepting.
Because that is the movement that we are making in our push. We're rolling up their flank. Let's see if my prediction of the AI is correct when they finally do warp in a ship. Maybe they might choose not to warp in a ship. They might be like, screw this. We don't want to lose our allegiances here. If that's the case, then be my guest, actually, because I'd love to keep this ISD.
I'll take care of this.
More enemy craft.
I mean, I'm gonna let this ISD die if he's destined to die, just because,
He won't be around much longer.
let's get you focused on this, actually.
Critical.
Initiating attack.
I do not like it going this way. I want it to just fire on this, please.
Intercepting. Reporting.
Gladiators, stop moving. You're in range.
Weapons ready.
Excellent shot.
Standing by.
You're in range. You're in range.
I got one.
Sir, at your command.
Stay in formation.
Direct fire at their laser cannons.
Locking on.
Closing
Ready
on
for
target.
battle.
I've got him.
They haven't warped in the next allegiance yet,
He's about to be destroyed.
so we've got that going for us. They might have been pop capped, I don't know. We'll see now if they were pop capped. Come on, warp it in. I kind of want them to warp it in. I'm okay with losing another ISD if they destroy it with a new allegiance they warp in just to
Nowhere
just
to run.
destroy an allegiance.
Enemies in range.
I wonder if they're going to try to run away with this allegiance. As soon as this ISD dies, I'm going to tell like my entire fleet to focus down the engine of this guy. Unless it's destroyed here. I don't think it shoots ship systems. I think it just shoots the ship, because those other times I was aiming at the engine and it didn't hit the engine at all. But let's see if it'll hit the engine now.
I've got them in my sights.
No,
Excellent shot.
it does no damage to the engine. That's the one spot we want it to do damage to. But the guns being destroyed means that this attack that they're launching on our flank is not going to do too much. So actually, we destroyed that ISD in the middle, I think, now, right? Almost. Let's not focus on that then anymore.
Gladiator at your command.
Gladiators,
Cruiser standing by.
Star Destroyer
you, I guess, can focus this guy down still.
Reporting in.
You two are trying to get away.
Ready for duty. Roger that.
Oh, what are you guys going to do? I guess you can focus down that on the engines. That's how bad those interdictors are.
Taking him out.
Getting a lock.
There it is, the allegiance. And right where I thought it would come in too. Still isn't the best place for me to come in. I'd rather it go there. If I was at all honest, but it's much better than it warping in here. It'd be a disaster if they warped it in there.
I've got him.
Formation wise, we've kept everything tight. And they've kept everything very far apart, which has given us a humongous advantage. They're probably going to destroy this ISD because they did warp that in. Actually, I'm going to tell this ISD to stop moving. Where is the stop button? I think this is the stop button. Oh, yeah. This ISD is not going to move any more forward at all.
Watch for enemy ships.
Just in hopes that they won't be targeted.
Destroy the engines.
It means they're going to be a little less efficient with their usage of the guns.
Unable to shake them.
The lasers are our target.
Get behind them.
Form up.
Have them now.
We're in attack position.
And there you go. That allegiance is coming in now too.
Target sighted.
So let's focus down that allegiance with these guys.
Enemy forces sighted.
Yes, Commander.
Draw their fire.
And let's hope that the fighter superiority comes into play.
Open fire.
Them warping it in does mean that their shields took a little bit of extra damage.
Direct fire on the engines.
Attack formation.
And that's the end of the episode, but I'm going to keep on going. I treated you guys to a very long episode last time.
Orders.
Extremely long. Too long almost. And I'll do it again this time. Just for this game.
Sir.
No, not the middle one. Again, going for their flanks. Oh man.
I've got him.
This ISD might survive, you never know. Might be this ISD that dies, because these two allegiances seem to be focusing down that ISD. If that's the case, I'll have to warp in the next ISD a little ways back so that those two allegiances don't shoot the ISD on warp. This gladiator's gonna die. Let's try it.
Destroyer reporting.
Retreat in progress.
What's it gonna do?
The horseman has been taken out.
Is it gonna retreat? Come on. How long is the charge up time for that? Nope.
They've taken out our launch bay.
Oh well.
I'm on them.
Can't blame me for trying.
Engaging the enemy.
I'm gonna let this guy keep shooting. Get his value and damage in.
Reporting.
Oh, what else? This guy's
I've got him.
getting whittled down. But this secular is pretty much, not secular, this allegiance here is going to be pretty much doomed.
Let's finish him.
This ISD might be doomed. In fact,
Coming back
we haven't even really made much of a dent in this. Well, we just made a dent as soon as I, brought up the,
Watch your back.
this ISD is getting whittled down too, so we're probably going to lose both ISDs, but keep the secular.
Intercepting.
That most likely is what's going to happen.
Locked.
I mean, if we could avoid that, that would be great.
Much longer.
I like ISDs. I don't like losing them.
Awaiting your command.
Please no.
Your command, sir.
Please be nice.
Commander.
But we're gonna win this. We can win this. We need to win this. Because we need to defend Mont Cal. Because we need that Bellator. And I'm gonna have to reorganize all of my defense forces basically to reorient them against the Zinj. I will have to keep a token force by the New Republic just to respond to their attacks, but I doubt the New Republic attacks are going to be as substantial in the future as the Zinj Empire. The Zinj Empire is going to want to really knock me out now that they've already mostly knocked out the New Republic. It's dangerous. Me sitting on my butt for a while trying to get the Bellator might have not been the best move for campaign-wise, but I do still have that feeling that I can't possibly win
Critical.
a series of battles against a series of offensive battles against the Zinj without getting that Bellator going. This is about to die.
Our lasers are destroyed.
And I feel like the hypervelocity gun contributed a lot. We got like 3 shots in before this fleet even reached me.
He's about to be destroyed. I'm on them. Watch him.
2 shots in, and then third shot once he reached me.
He's
Oh,
headed your direction.
Reporting
warp out? No.
Roger that.
And this ISD can come in and take its place. I'll put it a little ways back so it doesn't quite get fired on as soon as it comes in. That allegiance is down. And we're gonna just ignore the victory there. And
Awaiting orders.
start focusing on this.
Awaiting instructions.
These guys can still focus on this.
Form up.
This ISD can focus here. And we're looking good.
Destroyer here.
This ISD is gonna go down. But for the price of getting an allegiance out of this, that's pretty good. In fact, this ISD, I don't mind it moving forward a little bit in order to secure the death of their engines. Did we already get rid of their engines? We might have already gotten rid of their engines. Let me just take a look. I can't tell. I think I already got rid of their engines. I wonder if I should just let the smaller ships deal with this, because the chain effect has already started. And try to focus down the engines on that. No, I guess these guys will focus down the engines on that.
Destroy the engines.
Yes, Commander. Ready? The engines are our primary
I could
target.
try to retreat this guy real fast. Let's preserve him.
This way.
See if we can't preserve him.
Fire.
A victory is a victory. This victory one is doing a lot of work. They're just watching the missiles go in. I have a soft spot for victory ones in this game. You know, I do know that the DPS on the Crimson Command and spamming those out are going to be really good, but I can't help but like love the concussion missile launchers and the range that they have with the victory one. I'm always tempted to spam victory ones instead of spamming Crimson Commands,
Weapons ready.
just because of that missile launcher.
Open fire.
Also because it's iconic.
We're in position.
Did I take out the engines already on this? I might have. Yeah, that was fast. Okay, we've secured the death of this allegiance as well, which is good. If I get this, I'm going to fire it at this allegiance. In fact,
Yes, sir.
didn't I tell you to go up there?
Over there.
Did you try to go back to the battle? It is not good for you to go back to the battle. Battle is not good for you. People die in battle. I mean, the problem with trying to turn this around is he's going to go take this big, long arc all the way around.
Our primary
And
system is
if he
down.
does that, he's just going to get destroyed. He's better off just standing there, honestly. He's more likely to survive. And look, he is actually regenerating his shield. So, there is a very small chance that this ISD will survive. And this defense fleet will be very substantial still.
We've lost our turbo lasers.
Oh, did not save that. But that is fine. I think I can live with
Launch bay has been
that.
disabled.
Let's set these guys to hunt so they go into the battle. Actually, we need to make sure that these guys come back to the battle. So let's do that and tell them to, not that. Was it card? Attack move.
Our lasers have been destroyed.
Attack move.
Commencing attack run.
There we go. And looks like these guys want to do the same. So let's tell these guys to attack move.
At your
My
command.
bad.
System is down.
Let's try that again.
We're being
Attack
targeted.
move. Oh, actually I shouldn't be messing around with fighters because now I can target all of these guys to this allegiance. All of them. Except for
Star
you.
Destroyer reporting in.
Stop. And also,
Ready for battle.
let's start knocking out the engines on these interdictors. Did I already get this engine? Let's see. Yes. So you
Take out their
engine.
engines. Reporting in.
You engine.
Engines are our primary target. Take out
Engine.
their engines.
Yes, Commander.
But you focus on that. And you
Ready for duty.
Squad, move in.
engine. Maybe this, not that. I want this.
Cruiser here.
There we go.
Target
Engine.
the engines.
Form up.
And attack move. Oh, you know what?
Awaiting orders.
Engines.
I copy.
They can get away with that victory. I'll let this victory survive. Because I like victory ones. Look at this beautiful, beautiful model. I am very, very happy with how this turned out. It gave you guys an extra long episode. But, heck yeah. Oh, look at this. So good. I can just relax now.
Awaiting orders.
Go into spectator mode, I guess. Or let's just straight up do the camera. Watch a movie. Lean back in my chair. Chillax. Big explosion there. So I think that means one of their ships was destroyed. Oh, it must have been the interdictor down there. So
Roger
these
that.
two guys need targets now, I think. Go back into cinematic mode. It'll focus on that ship because I had that ship selected before it goes to a different one. I really like the side hangars on this bad boy. Beautiful ship. Some ties. The interdictor is going to be taken down. Ah, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, feels good, man. Feels good. I was a little stressed, honestly, about, not stressed would be the right word because it's a game. I was a little worried about, losing Moncal. But now that we've secured Moncal, they're going to move in, like, a fleet of, like, ground units and probably retreat with that fleet of ground units. Let's make sure that, I do think that we can maybe take down this victory. These guys, no engines. No engines. Yeah. Control A.
Direct
Get
fire
that
on the
victory's engines. And they'll just destroy that ship on the way.
Awaiting your
Except for you.
orders.
No risking you. Check it out. Is he going to give us a ship explosion? Come on. Destroy, destroy, destroy. Boom! Look at that. This little guy again, the Imperial ship. Now they're all just staring at the victory, far away. He's got some range. Look at that. He's aiming at those TIE fighters. Yeah. Starting to give him some heat. I think those TIE fighters had orders, no? To focus down the engines of that victory.
Hypervelocity gun available.
Destroy the engines.
Hypervelocity our way to victory. They seem to be chilling around the sector. Which is not what I told them to do, but that's fine. Did we destroy the engines? Yeah. Yeah, we got this. Enjoy. The look into space. Very, very cinematic. We are victorious. Ah, okay, it was following the victory. It must have been turning around. It's like, I need to get out of here. Well, it's gone. It is gone. You hear the TIE fighters coming up into the wreckage of the victory. Wow. Perfect, perfect, perfect battle. Look at that. Look at that value. We lost an ISD, which kind of sucks. We got rid of 3 ISDs, 3 allegiances, 4 interdictors, and a victory. Now, we have to be careful about celebrating that because they own a larger portion of the galaxy than us, and it should be easier for them to rebuild those ships. They're also the AI, and they get all those bonuses for rebuilding those ships and everything. Is the transitory mists? Yeah, they are controlled by these guys. What's this? Is it an ISD? That's right, I ordered an ISD one here earlier. Snap. How are we going to defend against these guys? I don't know yet. But, that's it for this episode. That's for me to figure out between episodes. In the meantime, like, comment, and favorite this video. Subscribe if you guys want to see more. And celebrate the death of Thrawn Screed. Thank you so much. God bless.